From the first Joker movie that gave us an insane backstory for the main character, to the upcoming sequel that just gets weirder and weirder the more you hear about it. Here's why Joker 2 is going to blow fans away.
This is exactly how I imagined it.
Starting with the biggest shocker ever, which is the fact that Lady Gaga will be one of the main characters. After getting a lot of attention of how seriously she played the devilish Patrizia Reggiani in House of Gucci, Lady Gaga is taking on a role that is sure to be just as crazy. The pop star will play the female lead opposite Phoenix. This will be her third lead film role after Gucci and the 2018 remake of A Star is Born. I literally can't wait to see how Gaga puts her own twist on Harley Quinn. This is a character who first appeared in Batman, the animated series in 1992. And ever since then, she has evolved into the Harley Quinn we see today. Most Batman media shows her as the Joker's psychiatrist who falls in love with him and joins him in his crimes around Gotham. In recent years, though, she has left her abusive relationship with the clown to become an independent bad guy. You know what that means. Gaga could be our new favorite insanely messed up villain, and I'm here for it. It's not just me though, cause even Margot Robbie is happy that Lady Gaga got the part. The actress who played the live-action Harley Quinn before Lady Gaga has nothing but good things to say about her. In an interview, Margot talked about how happy she is that Harley's character will be passed on to someone else.
It's like, oh, you going in here? Is that, yeah, and I was like, oh, cool, me too.
She said all she wants is for Quinn to be one of those characters, like Macbeth or Batman, who always gets passed from great actor to great actor. And she thinks it's such an honor to have built a strong enough base for Harley to be a character that other actors get to try out. And when it comes to Gaga, Margot is confident she'll do something amazing with it. I guess we'll have to wait and see how she manages to merge herself into Joker's world. When it comes to the second movie, there have been a lot of questions about the way they're going to film this one, and many people are asking whether this movie will be an actual musical. You see, initial reports about Lady Gaga's role in Joker suggest that the movie will have musical part, but the idea that the movie will be a full-on musical extravaganza with Lady Gaga hits seems unlikely. Although, not that I would mind that honestly, but that's not the world Phillips worked so hard to make with Joker. Keep in mind, his version is a hellish 1970s Gotham full of social injustice, decline, crime, and filth. It's the kind of place where people cut off their jazz hands, not break into a duet. Still, we've seen Harley Quinn perform before. In Birds of Prey, Margot Robbie paid tribute to Marilyn Monroe by giving a show-stopping performance of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And there have been rumors that the possible musical numbers in the Joker sequel will have a similar strange tone. But yeah, I mean, whatever vibe they end up going with in the end, I'm sure it will all work out because the people behind these movies mean business, people. So now that that's sorted, what about the actual story in the sequel? After all, the end of Joker left things in a sort of cliffhanger state. After he caused riots all over Gotham City, Fleck was locked up in Arkham State Hospital at an unknown time. Fleck then got away from Arkham State Hospital after, from the looks of it, killing his therapist. So it's likely that Folie à Deux will follow him as he continues to become the Joker. The idea of a musical is also interesting, and it makes me wonder whether Joker 2 could be going for something around the lines of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and The Boys. It also makes it more likely that we'll learn more about Fleck's mind this time. The title of Folie à Deux is interesting because it kinda gives us some perspective into what this movie will be concentrating on. The title means a delusion or mental illness shared by two people who are close to each other. So it sounds like Fleck will be sharing the screen with someone else, whether it's because Fleck and the Joker have the same personality or because it's a direct reference to Batman Bruce Wayne having a bigger role in Arthur's development. There's one more idea that people like. There's someone else who lives with the Joker besides Batman. And Folly Ado is the perfect way to bring Harley Quinn into this dark and brooding world. Just like Dr. Harleen Quinzel worked at Arkham Asylum, the Joker's ending sets her up perfectly. Speaking of perfect things, Zazie Beetz is also likely to play Sophie again. Call it an Imagine menage a trois. Folly Ado may bring back Zazie Beetz as Arthur's neighbor Sophie, with whom he dreams of a romantic relationship, even though it seemed like Arthur killed Sophie during his murderous spree as the Joker. Deadline says that Beetz is in talks to play the role again. Beetz told The Hollywood Reporter that Todd Phillips has always taken a creative approach to the character. She also said she absolutely loves musicals, and she thinks of them as stories about people who are going through so much that they can only express it by singing and dancing about it, whether that be a sad or a happy story. She also said she can see that in herself too, because singing and dancing is a great way for her to release stress.
I don't know, I just want to say, like, we're really proud of our stunt team, and they're a fantastic team.
Even when it comes to Arthur's character, Beetz says she can easily see him dancing and singing about everything that's going wrong. Because there are so many things that are going wrong, it's absurd. And honestly, I feel like the Joker singing about anything in the movie will very well bring out his eerie and unsettling aura.
My life was a tragedy. But now I realize comedy.
And boy, this movie doesn't hold back to bring us the creepiest vibes. In fact, Phillips said in 2019 that he had planned for Joker to be the first of 3 movies, and he knew exactly where to take them. When Dafoe made an imaginary pitch for Joker 2, the star said it'd be interesting if there was a fake Joker. So it would be possible to have someone claim to be the Joker, but not really be the Joker. This would turn our tragic anti-hero into a full-fledged hero looking for a clown prince of crime who's even crazier. Imagine that! Before Joker came out, there were questions about the age difference between Fleck and Bruce Wayne. This led to the idea that this version of the Joker isn't the one Batman ends up fighting. If you're still not sure, remember that the Waynes were watching the movie Zorro, the Gay Blade, in which the original Zorro trains his gay twin to be the next hero. Could Phoenix play both Arthur and one of his twin brothers? Most likely not, but the idea of having more than one Joker is becoming more popular. Taking a page from the Marvel Cinematic Universe's world-building book, Barry Keoghan's Joker from the Batman could be taught by Phoenix's Fleck. Reeves and Phillips, on the other hand, seem to keep their adventures separated from anything in the worlds of DC. And that's all for why Joker 2 is going to blow fans away.
One small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? That's what you called me on the show. A Joker. Do you remember?